profit, muscle.
Get Rich?
No, the second
Massacre.
The massacre.
Okay.
And the attempt that was done in the weekend turns into Game's out.
You regret giving Game all those
I was
records?
gonna say, yeah. Do you regret? Hate it or love it? This is how we do.
Look, it's just the way things are. And when I look,
Well, Game, I remember that whole shit. And he was telling me, yo, they about to sign me to G Unit. You did, but as soon as they sign me and I get platinum and all that, I'm doing what 50 did to Jai and all this type of shit. I'm like, you sure you want to do that? He's like, fuck that blood. I like, this is crazy.
I don't see anyone who hasn't helped other artists and haven't had it reciprocated properly. Like that's with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even with Kodak, you see him with Jack Boy. The things that these guys come together. They like I'm talking to Kodak, he go, yo, but I didn't know we was gonna go through that. It's too hard. Like it's too hard to get here for us to go through that. I said, but nah, that's the same thing as what we experienced. We looked out for like when they're not right under you because they're in a different area, it's easy to persuade them. Like this is also how Jimmy Henchman felt. This is what drive how Game was behaving because he also had his whole management team is going, yo, you don't need them. You got a whole coast. You got the whole West Coast. Like you don't got to be down with them when I just gave him the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he flips out. I'm like, oh, okay. But it is a reflection of, you see how the Jimmy Henchman thing turned out. Like it turns into real street stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you going, he was feeling that way long before Game said anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it just was like, yeah, full on. We could do everything we want to do. Vice versa. Because Chris, really his issues was with Chris Lighty. That's why I don't like James Cruz.
Why?
I saw his interview too.
Yeah, I don't like him at all. Like, cause he's a sucker. Like the whole time he was still going to go see Jimmy, hanging out. Meanwhile, Jimmy's getting Mike Lighty cut in the back of the head, and everything else in the shooting and everything else is going on. He's a punk. Like when you see people that, like they're just fearful of. We said respect comes from admiration or fear. One or the other, right? His respect for Jimmy comes from fear. So he's a sucker in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And then he does all of this talk about things that went on with Chris Lighty that I'm like, yo, why are you even talking about what I'm doing or what came from me? You was like, you were in the meeting. You didn't actually make no deals.
Oh, I thought he said he managed you at one point.
He was working for Chris Lighty. So you in there as Chris Lighty's assistant while y'all doing what you're doing in the deal. And when did you ain't never had no agreement with me to manage me in any way, or any capacity. So when he say that, it irritates me. You know what I'm saying? And then like later, he's a sucker. I didn't understand why Chris wanted him around. You know what I'm saying? Like when the shooting happened with Lil' Kim out front, D-Rock, him. Yo, come out from behind the red car, they got us. That's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is this nigga around us? Get him away from him. And then Chris was like dealing with him because he had like a background. Because he had a radio background, he always looked like he should get a piece. But if you getting the best deal for me, why you feel like somebody should give you a piece? That's the way I look at it. I look like if you go to somebody else and say, yo, you should get me a watch or you should give me this. That was his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but if you asking him for a watch, then you feel like you gave him a deal then you didn't get me the best deal if he owes you a watch for the deal. You see what I'm saying? And then it's like they act like they don't understand why I don't like him.
Is there anybody 50 Cent fears ever historically in life?
Now, all of the situations, if you don't have fear, then you just not acknowledging danger.
All right.
That point.
I learned that in the 50th law.
Nah, yeah, but you just not stupid. Then you're not scared of nothing. So you watch that guy that just has zero fear, and say, yeah, we can get him. He tough. We're gonna have a hard time chewing on him, but we're gonna get him. We get him. Like other than that, you just gotta pay attention to your surroundings and things that's going on. Like, and you say never saying the toughest guy, Charlamagne. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And then if I die in the process, I was doing what I wanted to do. Even the themes. Look, it's power to dollar.
Yep.
I get hit, I come back. Get rich or die trying.
Yeah.
Right? And the process, because that's already what I'm feeling like I'm going to do. I'm in the process. It's the greatest thing is to watch me because either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. And this is what I'm going to call a record.
So was the massacre you projecting all the pain you felt on everybody else.
I was supposed to go. Look, that album was supposed to come out February 8th. Supposed to be the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. They pushed it back because we was doing too good with Game's record. And I'm like, yo, like you gotta think, Interscope was when East Coast, West Coast was going on, Interscope was the West Coast.
Yeah.
So there is some uncomfortability with me being from the East Coast.
Yeah.
That I'm not even conscious of initially. I'm going like, they love that they're doing extremely well like that, but they're going, damn, why we can't have one like from here? You see what I'm saying? Like from Dre's perspective, it's why we can't have one from the West Coast like that, and it's that's the assignment.
So when Game started moving, they was like, wait, Fifth.
To build that.
Yeah.
Like once that record is out and it's selling, they're going, wait, we don't want to cut the legs off of this. And you're going, but that's rearranging my presentation, what I'm doing. So now I wouldn't have given him things that was so good if I felt like it was going to alter what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Like I did my first record so fast, like the second record, my attempt at the first record was done in a weekend.
I want to go back. So you wrote Higher, the game Higher.
Yeah.
You wrote 6 songs off that album. Higher,
Special.
This Is How We Do.
I'm automatically thinking,
Hate It or Love
This Is
It.
How We Do, but his verse was on that. So when you see the writing credits, you think it's his verse. Or Hate It or Love It, you see the writing
Hate It or
credits, you think
Love
it's
It.
his verse.
Yeah.
What else?
They say all kind of stuff about, like, he said he wrote What Up Gangsta.
What Up Gangsta, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. He wasn't even around when we did that. Like, that was before you even came into the picture. Like, that's Get Rich or Die Trying. He didn't even...
Coming to after that.
Yeah, we didn't even know who he was to after. But there's a point where desperation, where you say anything.
Disrespecting you will be biting the hand that feeding them, then it's fine. If
So-
you haven't overextended yourself.
So Banks and Yayo still cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
I don't think that'll ever change.
Okay.
I'd be really surprised if they did it. Like, I have someone shoot one of them. Yeah, we from the neighborhood, they'd be consciously making that decision.
Jealousy's what separates most brothers, and that's the problem in the whole industry, man, with the whole society. We need to learn to build together. There are more blessings in helping each other.
Roger, tell these subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you.